Yeah, sorry for that. Okay, so today's class, it's a continuation of what we did the previous time. It is hive products and economics of beekeeping. The products that are synthesized by the bees. The products which are synthesized by the bee, in the sense you've all we've discussed about the products which are collected and just modified a little, like the honey, propolis, okay, which is just modified a little, and also pollen. Whereas when it is synthesized, it is by special glands within the system of the honeybee, which which synthesizes. It is not like natural. Through the glands that are present inside the body, it is being synthesized. Okay. So the three, one is the royal jelly we discussed the other day, and today I think the chapters are smaller. It is not that very extensive. That is bee venom and wax. Okay, so let's first. You can all see the screen, right? Hope it's visible. Like the previous time I was sharing, and after 10 slides, I got to know it was not visible. Can someone please tell me, madam or anyone?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay, okay, thank you. So the today's product is bee venom. Venom meaning you all must be familiar with it. It's a poison. The venom which is secreted by the, what is venom? It is secreted by the special glands attached to the sting of the bee. Sting, you can just look at the picture, venom sac and the sting. That sting, I'll just explain a little. The modified ovipositor meaning which lays eggs. The organ which lays eggs is called as the ovipositor. Here, that instead of egg, it is modified into a venom sac. Okay, okay, of a honeybee used to deliver painful venom. And the
Excuse
most
me, ma'am.
important, and
Excuse me, ma'am. It is a
for a
stuck up.
honeybee,
It is showing only
honeybee,
first.
it is.
Excuse
Please
me, ma'am.
mute someone. I can hear you discussing with someone. Please mute.
No,
Okay,
no, no, ma'am. Just I am telling that this is the first slide. It is only visible. It is
yeah,
not
yeah. This
moving
is.
ahead.
Oh, venom is not visible. Now, is it changing?
No, no, it is not
No.
changing.
Okay. Now is it visible?
The first one, yes. Now it is second
All
slide
right.
coming.
Okay. So this bee venom, it is the poison secreted by the special gland which is attached to the sting. You can just look at the sting, which is I was telling, a modified ovipositor. Ovipositor meaning the organ which lays eggs in an insect is an ovipositor, and in a honeybee it is modified. And it is done by the worker bees. You're all aware. It is the queen bee which lays eggs. There, queen bee also has a venom sac, but there it has got the egg, as well as it, in case of emergency or if it has to defend against some other queen, it will use the venom. Okay, otherwise it is mostly the worker bees. Instead of egg laying, it is converted into a venom sac. Okay, the modified ovipositor. Instead of egg, it is modified into an organ which delivers the painful venom or the poison. It is used in defense. The most important usage of venom for a honeybee is in defense, in protection, because it goes foraging. It has to be, and it is the mostly the older bees which go out forage, which go collect forage, in the sense collecting pollen, nectar, water, etc. For them, it is very important. Okay, so coming to the bee venom, what is the venom? You can again look at the picture, how the sac, you can look at the venom sac and the barbed lancer, that is what pierces the skin, lancer like shaped, what the sting that you see. Okay, and that there's a pump which pushes venom into the lancer. So, venom sac, where it is venom is produced, then through the lancer it is pierced. So when coming to bee venom as such, it is a clear, odorless, bitter liquid. This is one honey product which is not edible. Okay. The rest we say this is good for so many nutritional aspects. But here royal jelly is also eaten. Propolis is good. Then honey is also good. Pollen is also good. Wax, of course, we can't eat, but it is no problem. But venom, as such, you don't take it. It is maybe as medicine in very small amount, but not like consumed on a regular basis. It is produced by worker bees. Everything that you've seen here is by worker bees. Okay, so here it's the older worker bee. The younger one, they produce royal jelly. The younger nurse bees, they produce royal jelly, which we've discussed before. And the older bees, they produce the venom. Okay, this is produced by worker bees, and production increases during the first weeks of the adult worker's life. Those young ones are nursed. Then once it becomes an adult, this goes on increasing and reaches maximum when the worker bees become involved in hive defense and foraging. It is mainly like a like a soldier. When it goes out in the open, for them, it's most important. It is in the older bees that the venom sac is well developed. And what are the uses of venom? Of course, for the honeybee, it is for defense. But when it comes to the human beings, it is most important thing is an anti-inflammatory agent, especially for arthritis. The other day, I was giving you an example of wasp having bitten an arthritis person with arthritis on the knee, and from that day onwards, he had no arthritis, and that is a personal experience I was sharing. And here, but it was only God's grace, like it stung the exact part of the body. Okay, here in a honeybee also it is used as an anti-inflammatory agent. Can you please mute whoever it is? Can you please mute? It will disturb the class. Please mute. Okay, so venom has got a component called as melitton. Melitton. Okay, that is which is responsible for the ingredient of
हाँ तो सही है अब ये सागर बता रहे कि यार सोमवार छुट्टी है यार ढेन चोदंगा आ रही है यार चप्पल फेरेंगे हम आज
Danveer, would you please mute? Danveer ji, would you please mute?
दिन होगा 10-12 दिन हुए सोमवार छुट्टी है सागर अरे 5 महीना मैं चला रहा हूँ सागर के साथ
Hema Malli ma'am, can you please mute Danveer ji? It is disturbing the class.
मेरा तो ये वाली है कि दूसरा तरह है वो तो पहले मैं वो
ना बाद ना हुआ है तो अगले दिन एक दो दिन बाद ही होगा
तो मुझे एक दिन बाद हो एक दिन बाद ही हो
ओ घुसा पड़ेगा ना
Danveer ji, I'm trying to call you. You're disturbing the class.
आज भी हम जाते साढ़े 4 ये चावल हम खोल में जाएगा
Danveer ji, please mute your phone. This one, it's disturbing the class. Kindly mute. Please mute your Google Meet. Okay, so coming to the uses, it is as anti-inflammatory agent, mostly used for arthritis, and also it is said that it is used to treat cancer cells. You can just look at the picture here. It is used to treat. Can you see now? Can you see? Can you see people?
Yes, ma'am.
You can see the slide,
It
right?
is visible.
Okay. If it's not moving, please let me know. So it is used to treat cancer as well. So this is a photograph, a picture, and this is all it is research in progress. We cannot tell like it is being done. So they will say it is in progress. Yeah, applications. Okay, other applications. One is as a medicine, as an anti-inflammatory agent, and the other is cosmetic application also. Also dermatological. You can't call all this cosmetic because I got it from Google. I've just put the picture. It is more of medical use. So it is used for wound healing, And dermatitis, skin issues, facial wrinkles, they say, like the way Botox is given, facial wrinkles get reduced with honey venom treatment. Then vitiligo, you must have seen that, wherein, leukoderma, they call it vitiligo. For that, it is used. Acne or the pimples, it is used. For balding, then also for psoriasis. For different applications, where bee venom is being used. Okay, so how was extraction done? It is very expensive. Yesterday, Jaipal ji was asking about extraction. It is very expensive. It is almost, you need 20 beehives for 1 gram of bee venom. I was teaching at the College of Forestry where, one person came and demonstrated this extraction method. What is being done is it is a synthetic membrane. You can just look at the picture, it is kept, and electric shock is being given to the bees. So electric shock, it just release each time there's a shock, it releases a small amount of venom. That way it is being collected, and you can't over harvest because it is not good for the bees. You must have seen once the sting is released, it can die. So it is a very methodical and expert guidance you get to do it. Then 1 gram it is got for some $350. They say it is that very expensive. Of course, you don't use one full gram for any treatment. It will be in nanograms or microgram when it is used for medical purpose.
हम फिर पंचर है गोरे
So what is
पंचर
being done is, धनवीर जी आप क्यों म्यूट नहीं करते हैं? Kindly mute your phone. Thank you. Okay, so a collector frame is placed at the entrance of the hive. So when bees come in contact with the frame, they receive mild electric shock. Hence, they react to by stinging, and the venom is collected on a glass sheet, dried, then it can be collected. Okay. And the next, once bee venom is collected, it has to be frozen. You cannot just keep it as such. It is the protein, so it will degrade. So you will have to keep it frozen. And it is usually kept in dark bottles. It should be kept away from sunlight and in dark places, dark bottles, because if it is the light can degrade and the quality of the venom is lost. If you want me to just recap, you can just have a look at it. Bee venom, it's a poison secreted by the special glands of the sting of the bee, attached to the sting of the bee. You can just see the sting, and there's the venom sac, and it will deliver once it is disturbed. It is mainly used for defense. In the older body, the bees, they usually have it, and it releases or pumps the venom into into the enemy. So this is how it is. You can just see the venom sac, and it is the lance, the sting. It will just push the venom into the skin. Unlike, a snake where it is very, very toxic, insects, unless it is like a Apis dorsata or the rock bee, which comes and attacks in large number, smaller the sting, it is only like, smaller sting. They say it is good for health also. It doesn't kill a person. It is not morbid. Okay, so there is coming to the users, they say even anti-inflammatory, even for cancer treatment, it is being used. You can just look at the picture wherein cancer cells are being, death of cancer cells happen due to venom. But I don't know how far-fetched it is, or it is medical science is still studying this aspect. Okay, coming to the other applications, it is for anti-wrinkle, vitiligo, then baldness, psoriasis, etc. It is being used. Extraction, it is done by giving electric shock. A membrane is kept, then glass membrane, then it is called a glass sheet is kept, then electric shock is being given, then because there is the shock, it will release venom, and that is collected, and it is very, very expensive because obviously, it is not that healthy for the colony, so the price is also very high. Then the storage, how it is stored, dried venom, it should be refrigerated or frozen, and it can always be kept. It is always best to keep in glass bottles, dark bottles. And the second one is the bee wax. Okay, bee wax, it is a natural wax produced by honeybees of the genus Apis, because there are numerous bees which produce honey, like the dammer bees or some, like their nest, it need not be necessarily made of wax. So those only from the honeybees which belong to Apis, who produce wax, beeswax is made. Okay. So the wax is formed into scales by 8 wax-producing glands in the abdominal segments of worker bees. You can just have a look at the photograph of the bee. There are 8 abdominal segments. They will produce the wax. What happens is these produce wax, and as such they'll just leave it. That is the older bees. Okay, and what the other hive workers they do, they will collect and use it for to form cells for honey storage, the combs that are being made for larva, pupa protection within the hive. Everything is done by the house bees. The older ones they will just produce. Chemically, bee wax consists mainly of esters of fatty acids and various long chain alcohol. It is wax, meaning it is fatty acid or the fat along with alcohol. That is why it's got the texture. So coming to the different uses of bee wax, it is used to make candle, then creams, lip balm, furniture polish, varnish, salves and ointments, covering of cheese to protect from spoilage. See, wax coating, you would have seen some of these travel shows or National Geographic and all. In Western countries, the cheese, it is not made in the small way. Huge balls of cheese, they're just kept in cellars underneath, and it is covered with wax and only then put, so there is no moisture entry and it is protected. And coat nails and screws to prevent splitting, egg painting, and also hand moisturizers. You just type use of bee wax, you will see those moisturizers which are used for the hand. Okay, then egg painting, batik, then waterproof leather, waterproof, anything that is waterproof you can go for wax. Crayons, because there's, if it is smaller children, there's a very bad to have anything toxic in their crayons, so wax is very safe. Then tarnish prevention of bonds, and wooden drawers keep zippers moving smoothly, seal documents, surgical bone wax, then make dreadlocks, glass etching, bookbinding, baskets, cuticle cream to protect the nail, emergency dental filling, even propolis I just told you for dental treatment. Then weatherproof tack and whips, reduce friction on bowstring, harden your. So many, you can just Google. Now the Google guru will teach you most of the things and anything that we have not discussed here. And this is how it looks. If someone wants to buy bee wax, these are the blocks in which bee wax is available. Okay. So coming to the different products which are made, I told you hand cream. You just type bee wax users. It is the hand cream, which is the most useful thing. Moisturizers. So it protects and you get a healthy skin. I'll just check if there's any other additional benefits that are being discussed here. In medicine, of course, bee wax is antimicrobial in nature, so it is used in medicine. I think some were already discussed as coating agent in drug, pills, etc. Then to retard the microbial growth. Then printing, it is used varnish, polish, textiles. The bee wax is greatly used in textile industry for different purpose. For dyeing of your clothes, you may put wax where you do not want the dye. If they are dyeing, if there's a little design which need not be colored, then the wax is kept there, so there is no paint or the dye doesn't stick to it. Then food processing, it is used as a preservative. Then in cosmetics, candle making, etc. Actually, I had put one more nice picture here. Yeah, you can just look at the Madame Tussauds, or how it is pronounced, Wax Museum in London. You must have heard all the celebrities across the world. Their statue is being made. You can see Modi ji, Virat Kohli, Aishwarya Rai, and this Bahubali guy. So they are all like their statue. This is a light. Looks so real, right? It is made from bee wax. This wax museum, bee wax is being used. So how is extraction done? Immersion, that is, place the wax into a clean piece of muslin and tie securely. Immerse the bag into a pan of water and heat gently. This is quite common sense, right? If we heat in water, it is going to melt. The wax will melt through the muslin because it is lighter than water, and it will then rise to the surface. I think I should have put a photograph here. Remove the muslin bag and discard it along with any other debris. Then once cooled, the wax will form a block that can be removed from the top of the pan, and any other debris remaining in the wax can be scraped off the undersurface. And other extraction method is you can use, one is with water and the other is solar wax. Because of the heat of the sun, it just like solar, water, and cooking was also, once I remember when we were small, solar cookers and all. It is a similar principle wherein wax gets dissolved. Other is metal foil. In a metal foil, you just keep wax and put it in the sun. It will melt and you can just separate from debris. Debris is whatever unwanted thing that is in the wax. Okay, that can be just taken out. Then coming to the composition of bee wax, I didn't make a slide on that. It has got 21 major compounds, each making up to 1%. You can have it from your book. It is there, composition of bee wax, around page number 6. 284 different compounds are present. Then there is hydrocarbon, esters. There is total of that's what numerous compounds. 284 have been said to be present in a bee wax. Saturated and unsaturated monoester, hydrocarbons, etc. So there are. This is one thing you can just look into your book. So it's a very brief chapter that they've given about bee wax. It's an important byproduct of beekeeping. Besides honey, just the way honey is important, it is another one. Bee wax, it is used in diverse applications. Then it is used in candle making, metal casting, modeling, cosmetics, food processing, industrial use, varnish, paints. I go on repeating because once you 2-3 times you hear it, you don't have to take the extra effort to go and study. Your bee wax, it's a complex mixture. There's another page 13 keywords. What is the bee wax? It's a complex mixture of organic compounds secreted by special glands located on the ventral side of the worker bee abdomen. I was just showing you the photograph of what is the wax. How it is. You can just have a look at the bee wax, how it is produced. Ventral side of the, ventral meaning underside. Dorsal is up, ventral is down. Underside, okay. Ventral side of the worker bee's abdomen. On its stomach, it is found. Then capping, what is the meaning of? It is from the capping that the wax is extracted. That is, when you have to remove honey, you chop off that cap or the top portion of the wax, which is very good, which is pure, and that is melted. Okay. Cap, the thin wax covering, cell full of honey. The cell coverings, after they are sliced from the surface of a honey-filled comb, that is being used for making wax. It's all self-explanatory. You can just read this. And what's a wax gland? Exams also. Wax gland, the 8 glands that secrete bee wax, located in the pairs on the last 4 visible ventral abdominal segment of worker bee. A picture is better than a million words. If you just look at the picture, you can make out on the underside of the tummy, there are 8 glands which produce wax. Frame, 4 pieces of wood designed to hold foundation sheet. And the other important use of waxes, I didn't put a picture, for the foundation sheet. That is, which is kept, so the honeycomb is formed. So that foundation sheet, it is being used. Okay, so this, then extraction, immersion method, solar. Then the other third product which we already discussed, I have put this to just sum up the whole thing. That is, one is bee wax, bee venom, and royal jelly. These 3 are synthesized by the honeybee. Because I've been telling so many times, I think you're like, though you're fed up, it will stay in your mind. Royal jelly, I have told you where it is secreted, hypopharyngeal gland. It is secreted like this through the mandible or the teeth-like thing. It is of the young worker bee, 6 days old, very, very young, 6 to 13 days old worker bee. It is produced. See, larva is fed with royal jelly, and it only for 3 days for other, like drone or worker, only 3 days. If they identify this has to be a queen, it will be kept for 15.5 days. In that larva, excess of royal jelly will be given, which can be extracted also. And Jaipalji was saying he gives the 4th insta larva, right? First, second, third, for the different instas for larva, small. For even for silkworm, it is like that. Insta, small, then big, little big, bigger. And then it becomes an adult. Okay, so that is being given. and it's a very good rejuvenating agent. You can look at the queen bee, then royal jelly composition. I was telling you more of protein, fat. Okay, then it's all the products excellent for the skin and very good benefits they say for the health. Then coming to the overall summing up of all the synthesized and the previously what did we discuss, which was collected. Okay, which is just collected, and this is what it is synthesized. So honey is one very important product, which is like I think I do now. You all must have become experts. I don't have to go on speaking the same thing. Then bee pollen. The other product is pollen and the bread. I told you about the bread, right? Bee bread. That is the pollen, which is fermented a little and it is fed for worker bees, drone bees. They have pollen. Queen has royal jelly. Okay. Royal jelly is also called as bee milk. It is very expensive. All the honeybee products are expensive. Then there is one thing called the propolis, and honey is got from the nectar. It is the carbohydrate for the what to say for the nest. And the second is pollen, which is mostly the source of protein. And pollen, it is very expensive if you buy it. Then the royal jelly is very, very expensive. Then the propolis, and multiple uses of royal jelly. Jaipal ji was saying about fertility treatment also in addition to the cosmetic and rejuvenation activity. Then propolis, it is got from royal jelly secreted from the mandibles, hypopharynx. I was just telling you now. Propolis, it is collected. It is collected from the sap. It is not the pollen, not the nectar. Other liquid, that sticky substance that is produced in the flower or in the, all the, we call it the sap oozing out of the plant. Okay, from that propolis is got. It will have a bit of pollen mixed in it or the honey. Then the next one is bee venom. You can just look at how dried bee venom looks. I had just put the picture of a bottled one. So bee venom, this is how it looks. It is white, it is dried, and it is very, very expensive. And you know how it is extracted through the electric shock that is being given to the bees, that it will just start oozing venom. And from the venom glands, so that is one thing, and you need around 20 colonies to just get a gram, so it is that very expensive. And the other one is bee wax. Bee wax is also synthesized in the abdomen. It is called as the mirror gland, the gland which secretes bee wax. You just saw those 8 structures, no? That is called the mirror gland. That is what hypopharyngeal is for royal jelly, and bee venom is that abdomen ovipositor venom gland, and the bee wax is a mirror gland. Okay, royal jelly, bee venom, and wax are through the glands. That is secreted or produced within. Honey, pollen, and propolis, it is collected. I told you how honey is collected. It nectar is collected, then it is passed from one bee to the other. In the honey, it is put in the honey stomach of the bee, which will the enzymes that will just work on it, and later the worker bee, they will just fan it and bring the moisture content below 20%. That is how honey is formed. And pollen, it is a fermentation. Bees just collect pollen in the pollen sac. Honey in the honey stomach, pollen in the pollen sac that they have by their hind legs. From that it will bring and it will be kept, and pollen bread is done, bee bread is done. Royal jelly, the young ones, they will secrete, and it is like very, very small shelf life. You have to refrigerate them all except for wax. Propolis is also same. It is just collected, and it is a sticky substance which will defend. It is as a defense mechanism to seal the any cracks and crevices. It is being used. Venom, it is to defend itself. It will sting the person, and but it is very difficult for the bee, because once the sting, they sting, they die. Very sad. Okay, then the bee wax. Wax is produced by the abdominal mirror glands. So this is in whole about the different products produced and synthesized by the body. And the next class we'll have about the economics of beekeeping. So if you have any doubts, or if you want to run through the slides again, I think I'll be boring you if I go on running through the slides again. I think this is about the class. It was a very small chapter because we are done with products synthesized and produced by the bees. Next is the economics of bees in the next class. So if you have any doubts, any queries, you're free to discuss.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
one thing,
Paras.
Yeah, one thing I like to know.
Huh?
Suppose venom is being extracted, being collected by electrical shock.
Yeah.
So they might bees might abscond. They will be frightened.
Pardon?
They
Bees might
abscond the hive.
abscond.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
there's a
they will be
possibility. So it is
frightened.
like in 3 days, a very, very small quantity is being collected. That's why I was saying only with an expert guidance, kindly go for something like bee extraction. Because in the place where I taught, no, there was faculty of apiculture and everything. But still, to teach that extraction, no electric method, that person from Bangalore was invited. So we may be knowing it, but we do not have that exact nitty gritty is what we say. Better from a proper expert. If in this class somebody is willing, they can just go for it. We give you an idea, a guideline. But if you really want to do it professionally, kindly consult that person who's into the business. Thank you.
Um, Madam, good evening, madam.
Another question towards royal jelly.
Please.
How it will be collected? In fact, it is very
One
tedious
second,
because
Jaipalji, Parasti is saying. Yeah, Parasti, go ahead.
no, I'm just talking about that
Hmm.
royal jelly. If we are to collect that one, again it is very tedious because
Yes.
with larva it has to be collected, and then larva has to survive. Then there
Yeah,
must
yeah.
be a certain time gap. It should be again
Correct, correct.
put it back.
Every day, it is the queen cells where it is being put, deposited. So it is like, than what the larva needs, extra quantity. I just showed you the photograph, right? I can just show you again. You can just look at the picture wherein, so much of royal jelly is in that particular larval comb. It will just go on filling with it. But you cannot just go harm the larva. That there also very gentle handling is important. I think Jaipal ji can tell you better about royal jelly collection. Jaipal
Yes,
ji,
madam.
he said the fourth
Yes,
Insta
madam.
yesterday. Yeah, Paras, you were saying about the royal jelly collection, identification of the stage at which it can be collected. Can you throw some light?
Madam, this royal jelly royal jelly collection is mostly done by Italian bees. Why? Because of that
Hmm.
size of
Yeah.
the queen is very large, and almost that queenless colonies produce more amount of more number of queen in that Italian bees only. So it is
Mm-hmm.
mostly possible in Italian bees.
Okay.
What we do means initially we can have the 5 frames.
Hmm.
We have to kill the queen, or else we can take the queen outside
Hmm.
with the queen excluder.
Yeah, queen excluder, right.
Okay. We take one empty frame and put the shell-like structure is called queen dummies. Queen dummies.
Hmm.
That will be placed on the bottom surface all over the frame.
Mm-hmm.
We can fix it inside the hive means it will be continuously workers are think that
Hmm.
this will be queen cell like that. So the segregated royal jelly will be stored inside the dummy queen board.
Okay, okay.
Like that, we can commercially doing that royal jelly.
Hmm.
If you want that for our official purpose or home purpose means it is Indian bees, okay. It will be having around 4 grams to 5 grams we can get per hive. That is
But
enough for our.
how many days you can get so much?
Ma'am, if it is what we do, that we can understanding that beekeeping means when it will be honey, we can the most major product of the beekeeping is honey.
Hmm.
When that honey is not available, for that time only we can harvest royal jelly, pollen, and some other product.
Okay.
So we can normally here doing that rainy season. This month, 2 months before, we can go for royal jelly production commercially, madam.
Then it is more, is it? You get more quantity or is it? What is the
No,
reason
madam.
for that?
The reason because for that honey production time we can doing means the workers are busy with making queen bees, so
Ah,
they not go for honey collection, nectar
oh, correct.
collection.
September onwards, it will be busy with nectar and all that, right?
Yes, ma'am. So
Okay.
that we can do that quantity and all same only, ma'am. I think so. My as of my experience, the quantity and all same.
Mm.
For that time duration, when we have not have the nectar and pollen resources for that particular region, we can go for other byproducts from the
Okay,
hive,
okay.
madam.
Thank you. Jaipal Jain, one more thing. Foundation. Do you use the wax in any way? Do you make foundation sheet or do you buy it or what do you do?
Madam, that wax we extracted from our apiary, we can use it for home purpose.
For foundation
But
sheet, is it?
no, madam, no, madam. Home foundation we can buy it from other places. It
Okay.
is somewhat technical knowledge is there. Knowledge we
Okay.
want. What we
Okay,
have to
okay. So home purpose, why do you use wax?
do.
Hmm.
Madam, we can make a lamp. That pot lamp is there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like candle is there, madam. We can heat it and extracted the comb with wax.
Hmm.
We can understand the apiculture. We
Okay. Okay, Jaipal ji. Thank you.
can simply understand the apiculture means honeybee is always quiet. When we can
Hmm.
disturb the honey,
That's why they say no busy bee.
then
Look
only
like
it
a
will
busy
be
bee,
very aggressive.
minding your own business
Or
and
else
being.
we can. Okay,
Okay.
madam. Madam, I want to tell only one thing. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Please tell, and it's so informative for the class. Please tell.
That yes, ma'am. That lamp we can use that using this wax with the lamp.
Hmm.
It is very what we told very good smell and very good flavor. We can compare to candle and bee wax lamp.
Ah.
It is very good smell and very good flavor. Entering the house when we make wax pure wax lamp means.
Yeah.
The mind will be going for positive
Okay.
vibration.
Okay.
I will feel that like
There's good
so we
vibes in
cannot
the
sell
house.
our vacuum.
Very nice.
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice. Anything else? Today we just have 4 people in the class, is it? Ramesh Babu, Paras, Firmal ji. Yes, anything else? Madam? Anybody wants to add anything? Ramesh ji, do you have any questions or would you like to add anything?
Madam, bee venom is madam.
Yes, yes, Jaipal ji, speak.
Madam, that
Yeah,
Paras sir is asking that bee venom.
okay.
What we are simply we can do that bee venom collection is very cost effective and electric shock is more technical.
Okay, yeah.
So what here we are simply doing.
Ah,
We are taking that coconut shell, half
okay,
shell of coconut shell, and
okay,
take 2 to 3 honeybees
okay.
and tie up with our knee joints.
Ah,
So it will be biting means it will be the knee joint that old age persons are having knee joint pain is there,
actually
na?
we were discussing, no? Okay, arthritis and all.
Yes,
Ah,
ma'am. We are simply doing like that. We can take 1 or 2 bees only.
hmm.
Jaipal,
Tie up with. Sir.
Jaipal,
Sir.
that is another question. Moment
Ah,
bee will sting,
ah.
the bee will die.
Surely, sir. It will be die.
Bee will die.
But when we collect bee venom, it doesn't die.
What is
Only
the thing is
it stings on the glass, and it
Sir,
goes inside, and it is dried up, and we just collect in the evening.
sir, what we think you just understand, sir, that bee venom, the sting is there now, sir. The end of the sting has prob-like structure.
Achha.
In that worker bee, the end of the sting is prob-like structure. When inserted to our skin, bee is moving away, means the prob will be attached to our skin. So the sting and the bee will be separated, so it will be died. While collecting with that structure, electric structure is there now, the bee is stinging with that glass plate. So there is no tightening with that prob-like structure at the end of the.
So I am giving one example again. One of my acquaintances has been stung by bee,
Okay.
and then when it is swelling, it is etc. has down. Then he told that back pain and other pains has gone down. Zero.
See,
Yes,
very.
it is recently 2-3 days back. He has told
Oh,
me. Somewhere he has at some place he has gone, and bee had a sting.
lots of bees or one bee, two bees?
One bee or two bee, not more
Ah,
than that. So that is really very, very effective. Bee venom is
correct.
very, very effective, and as Jaipal ji is telling, it's really the way he's talking about that to bring the person and one bee, and it will sting, and very, very good treatment.
Very good. Correct, correct,
And it is in fact pure venom. There is
correct,
nothing like that. It has been refrigerated or something like that.
correct.
Directly, it is just a stinging, and
Yeah.
the person is getting cured.
You see,
Very good.
anti-inflammatory directly on the, he was saying, no, arthritis, and you're saying about back pain also getting cured.
Yes. He told me on phone.
Very
Just I
nice.
was talking about that I have attended a club.
Yeah,
Then
correct.
he told I just recently it has happened with him.
Mm-hmm. Parisi, you have honey. What did you say? You have? Or you're
Ma'am,
interested, you said.
no, just I have told you, ma'am, that
Yeah.
I am in NTPC. I am HOD Finance here in Raipur.
Hmm.
Raipur is the regional center. And when I was in Nabinagar, Bihar,
Hmm.
so we have started honeybee training to project affected persons.
To
So I
who?
got fascinated by it, and
Ah.
I am trying with my management
Hmm.
that why don't you have some pilot project in different projects
Hmm.
where our power generation is going on, and have
Okay.
pilot project, and one person has to be kept so that there will be a hand holding, and
Correct.
for the project affected persons whose land has been taken by by NTPC or other
Correct.
PSU,
Correct. Hmm.
so there will be made a group,
Hmm.
and 2-3 boxes, 5 boxes, whoever is willing to have how much, and the products collected and being sold to other things. So I want also to know where we have to sell it, because I am searching those things, and I am just talking to our management. Why don't we should do it? Either like honeybee farming, mushroom farming, vermicompost. Even I'm talking about to our management or other agricultural university. Why don't you give the training to our project affected person about hydroponics?
And also FPO, don't you think it's a good option for bee, honeybee FPO, honeybee based
FPO means
farmer producer company?
farmer produce company. I have not come across, in
Farmer
fact.
producer organization, or now it is called farmer producer company,
Uh,
wherein many farmers come together, and it is very well supported by the government also. They,
yeah, this is something I have heard in
yeah.
Bihar also that they are doing it. Even our honeybee board,
Hmm.
I think that it is doing a very good thing, because I have just read at one point of time what is the government is doing about it.
Hmm.
So I have read there too many things. I am not remembering at this juncture, but they are supporting like anything. But I have not come across uh, what we are talking about, honeybee farmers group or whom to sell, who will be
Yeah.
taking it, how it will be exported, something like that.
So
Those
since
things
you
I am
told
not
about
getting.
marketing, how it will be sold, then I thought
Acha,
about there is one in our place. It is not very active, but they've just formed that buzzing bee farmer producer company for
buzzing
honeybees
bee.
exclusively. I think we'll have to wait for some time and see how these FP farmer producer organizations work. Like all the farmers become the shareholder of the company.
Yeah, that's good.
And government puts like I think it's 1 crore or something from the government, and you raise the
And
1,000 2,000 per share. Yeah.
the B board is also doing one thing,
Hmm.
that they are just supporting, they are giving incentive also,
Hmm.
in lakhs also, to
Hmm.
have establishing laboratories for testing
Hmm.
or honeybee processing.
Correct.
For if
Correct.
somebody is doing it, then government is coming forward, B board at least,
Correct.
that
Correct.
a certain portion of they are just giving as incentive,
Hmm.
means without a sort of free, we may say like that.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So certain things are there, they are doing it,
Hmm.
but that is far fetched. I am fascinated, so I knew about IGNO also. I am at some point of time I am the counselor also of this IGNO in
Hmm.
management courses.
Hmm.
So I just tried to find out whether IGNO is doing some B course or not. So I came across to this and just joined it. So let us have something more detail.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
We've
reason
got
I
a
have
good
joined.
idea about everything through this course. No. Further, I think we ourselves can explore and find out what can be done.
Yeah, I will try. And
Yeah.
if
Yeah. All the best, sir.
Japan, if you are having some idea about where to sell and who are the exporters directly, and we can do it, so that I can do it. Matlab, I can just organize our PAPs and do something. So
Okay, sir. Sure,
because
sir.
marketing is the big area.
Ah, yes,
So
sir.
if you have some numbers, phone numbers or something like that, I can have those things also.
Sir,
So that I
as
can help our project affected person. They are very poor because we have taken over their land. Now some persons are totally landless.
Hmm.
So we are just hand holding something like this, swing machine, yes, swing training or some sort of training. We are just providing time and
There was
again.
compensation, sir. Compensation.
See, ma'am, what is happening? That if a person like a farmer, if you give 2 crore rupee, they will just waste it because they
That's
don't know
true.
how to
That's
manage
correct.
it. So management is a big issue because they know only one thing, that they will grow the grain and they will eat it, and they will sell
Hmm.
it, and they will just go ahead with that.
Hmm.
Moment we are giving them money, you
Hmm.
see anywhere, if
Hmm.
farmers are given money, either they will purchase some big vehicle and
Hmm.
they will show there that see what I am. Slowly within 2 3 years, money is exhausted, so
Correct. Correct.
everything is lost.
Correct.
So that is the basic problem.
Hmm.
We don't make party to them in
Hmm.
our any sort of, suppose if we do like that, we take their land and just give some share percent, 0.001% or something like that. If income is coming up, you will get this money or this
That's
share,
true. True. A
but
noble
it is
cause
not
you're
happening.
working for. Noble cause because close
Yes.
to Bangalore, no, we have some projects in Nelmangla, which is a rural area. And there
Okay.
are so many industrial, that's an industrial area. Now it is converted into one. And the farmers' field have been acquired. Each acre, I think, 1.5 crores or something they're giving. You know what they're doing? One or two. Very, very expensive. There, every house you see a Mercedes Benz, a
Yeah.
farmer
Yes.
like nothing
Yes.
suddenly got a big car and that is it.
Yes. Money is exhausted there. So that is the problem. So I just feel it, and I want, in fact, our people should earn something, and it should be means long term. It is not short term. If we are giving
Correct.
some money in a short term, it will be exhausted. If
Correct.
we
Correct.
just teach them, take them, give them training like this, the things I am just talking about, certainly, if at least 10% people also are coming forward, it is good for them and the whole
Correct, correct.
society there
Very
increase.
nice.
So that is the idea, ma'am.
Very good. Very
So,
nice.
so for me, it is totally new. I do not know anything, but I have just fascinated and come here to learn something.
It's nice we got to meet some very nice people like you all, Jaipalji, Parasji, Rameshji. I have not spoken to him. It's nice way to network, right? Parasji and Jaipalji, I think you can network. One wants the market, right?
So I have just video on. I have done video on
Yes,
also.
nice to see you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So Jaipal,
Jaipalji, can we see you?
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Ha, Jaipalji.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello.
so Jaipal,
Jaipalji is a very young entrepreneur, I guess.
yes, very young.
Very good.
Jaipal, please share
Ah,
your
sir.
number. Please share your number so that I can have talk with you.
Okay, sir. Can you make it 88?
1 minute.
Sir.
Okay, let me do one thing. I will just directly call you also so that you will get my number also.
Sir, in our IGNO group, his number is there now. WhatsApp group.
No
All the
matter,
numbers
ma'am.
are there.
Just I am just giving you. Okay, tell me. 88
38
38
39
39
4221.
4221. So,
I think, Hema madam, are you there?
Jaipal, you got the call. My number will be there.
That 3 0. I will, sir. Sir. Madam, one more thing. I'm personally asking, I want 1 week training. In somewhere not ready to giving, but also the 2 days training there. Somewhere places around Tamil Nadu. Back to I want mini training certificate. So, any organization doing like that training, ma'am, you can hear about it. May ask if it is possible.
Okay, then, ma'am, are you there? Hema ma'am?
Yes, madam.
Can we
1
just
minute,
find-
madam. Welcome.
Yeah, ma'am.
I just want to talk to Hema ma'am also.
Yes, madam. Tell me, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, we are almost done discussing.
Yes.
So, Paras
Okay.
sir wanted to say something to Hema ma'am.
Hema ma'am, two things I want to know.
Yes,
One,
yes.
that the class on 6 to 8, it was not held, in fact. I tried.
Sir.
I tried very much to
Sir.
connect.
Yes,
Yeah.
there was a problem. That day I was at home in Bangalore. There was heavy rain. Then power
Okay,
cut
ma'am.
also. I could not on my laptop that day because I was at
Okay,
home.
okay. So that class will be
Yes,
held
yes.
somewhere,
Next Sunday
some
we
other
are
time.
having the same class, sir. Next
Okay,
Sunday
ma'am.
I will send the schedule, revised schedule, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Another question, that as far as I understand, some assignment has to be completed and submitted. So we have not received
sir.
any assignment.
No, it will be on the IGNO website.
We have to take from IGNO website.
Next time I will send, sir. I will put the link in the chat box so that you
Okay,
can
ma'am.
download. Assignments are there already on the IGNO website.
Okay, ma'am.
Even now also I can paste the link. You just wait for that. And
Okay.
if madam has finished the class, madam, would like to leave, madam.
Yes,
Tomorrow
ma'am.
same
The
time.
class is done
Yeah,
for today.
yeah.
We can wind
Yes,
up.
madam. Thank you very much,
See you in the
madam,
next class.
for the session. Tomorrow same last
Bye,
class,
bye.
no, madam.
Yeah, one more class left.
Yeah, one more class is there. Yeah. Okay, madam.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, ma'am.